Category 2 Onibaba. The Kaiju, the towering antagonists of the Pacific Rim franchise, are a race of amphibious creatures genetically engineered by the Precursors, a sentient species from the mysterious Antiverse. To combat these monstrous beings, humanity developed the Jaegers, colossal mechs designed to fight them off. But to understand the kaiju threat, the Sarasawa scale was introduced, a system used to classify them based on size, toxicity, strength, and other factors. Interestingly, there is no Category I Kaiju. The scale starts at Category II, where the true danger begins. Onibaba, a Category II Kaiju, might seem smaller than its counterparts in height, but compensates with formidable strength. With its 4 huge legs and 2 thick claws capable of crushing over 50,000 pounds per square inch, Onibaba's symmetrical head features a high crest that can withstand close-range energy attacks, making it particularly resilient in combat. Despite its raw power, Onibaba is not inherently aggressive, it is surprisingly passive. This creature first made its appearance in a Jaeger combat simulation in Pacific Rim Uprising. But before we dive deeper into every kaiju variant, a real quick ask that if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please take a second to hit that subscribe button now. It's one small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks. Ragnarok. Ragnarok, another Category II Kaiju, made a fierce entrance into Tokyo in 2016. With its towering figure of lean muscle and dull beige skin, this kaiju stands out not just for its height, but for its skeletal face and monstrous physicality. Its arms are long, and Ragnarok possesses an unsettling ability to grow extra limbs from its flanks, making it a truly unpredictable opponent in battle. Its bioluminescent orange glow radiating from its mouth and extending to its eyes gives Ragnarok an eerie, menacing presence. Despite its intimidating appearance, the creature's 4 hair-like tentacles serve no function. Ragnarok's moment of terror was brief, appearing in Pacific Rim Uprising, where its terrifying features left a lasting impression on the audience. Category 3 Knifehead. Knifehead, a Category III Kaiju, is a massive and heavily built creature known for its deadly weapon, a long, broad, sharp-ended nose capable of cutting through Jaeger armor. Its body, resembling a goblin shark, is covered in shell-like armor. Knifehead's 2 dominant arms, along with 2 smaller ones from its belly, were equipped with 3 sharp claws. A unique feature is the blowhole on its head, which expels air when it surfaces from the water. As the largest Category III Kaiju, Knifehead holds the record over fellow Category III Kaiju Yamarashi and has appeared in Pacific Rim video games. Yamarashi. Yamarashi was once the largest Category III Kaiju, weighing an enormous 2,500 tons. It has a monstrous appearance, with a long, flat snout, pointed claws, and 4 deep-set eyes that gave it a predatory edge. It had a fish-like body and a crest of spikes behind its head. The creature also had unique beard-like tendrils hanging from its lower jaw. Yamarashi's final battle was in 2017, when it clashed with the Mark III Jaeger Gipsy Danger and was ultimately killed, making it the first Category III Kaiju to fall to Gipsy Danger. This battle was pivotal, as Yamarashi's defeat set the stage for Gipsy Danger's next major victory against Knifehead. Category 4 Mutavore. Mutavore is a Category IV Kaiju which features a bony, crescent-shaped head crest and a bladed structure that houses its mouth. Equipped with muscular legs, sharp claws, and axe-like protrusions, they're built for destruction. Mutavore's rampage, however, is short-lived, as the Jaeger Striker Eureka is immediately deployed and neutralizes the threat. Leatherback. Leatherback is a massive Category IV Kaiju, resembling a cross between a giant turtle and a gorilla. Its thick, leathery skin gives it its name, making it extremely resilient, while its mace-like fists can smash through Jaeger armor with brute force. It has bioluminescent tendrils on the back of its head. Leatherback is known for its brute strength and raw fury. One of its most dangerous abilities is the electromagnetic pulse, which can disable all electronics in a large area, including the sophisticated Jaeger systems. This makes Leatherback a truly terrifying opponent, particularly for the digitized Jaegers that rely on electronics for combat. Otachi. Otachi, another formidable Category IV Kaiju, is among the largest and heaviest to emerge from the breach. Known for her long pterosaur-like wings and prehensile, flexible, bony tail, Otachi is capable of flying, often carrying something as heavy as a Jaeger into the air. Otachi uses her pincers as a lethal weapon. Alongside Leatherback, she pursued hunting down Newton Geisler in Hong Kong, but she meets her end in battle against Gipsy Danger. Otachi's impact resonates through the Pacific Rim franchise. Raiju. Raiju is a sleek aquatic kaiju that guards the breach from Jaeger incursions alongside Scunner and Slattern. Resembling a cross between an iguana and a crocodile, Raiju is designed for speed in the water. Its most striking feature is its tripartite jaw, which protects its glowing bioluminescent head from harm. Raiju's powerful legs and streamlined build allow for rapid swimming. Known for its resilience and speed, it appears in Pacific Rim, the video game. Scunner. Scunner, a Category IV Kaiju, is as strong as it is dangerous. Resembling a bull in both appearance and behavior, it has two massive curved horns and a heavily armored body. It uses its horns as battering rams to smash through Jaeger armor and move swiftly underwater. Scunner fought alongside other kaiju, including Slattern, to protect the breach, but was ultimately destroyed by a thermonuclear bomb. Scunner's legacy is solidified in both Pacific Rim the video game and Pacific Rim the mobile game. Category 5. Slattern. Slattern, a Category V Kaiju, is the most powerful and deadly kaiju at 596 feet tall and weighing 6,750 tons. He was the main antagonist in Pacific Rim. Slattern is sent through the breach to protect the portal during the decisive battle, with thick leathery skin, 3 triple-crowned tails, and a chest spike that made it a formidable opponent. Despite its resilience to attacks, Slattern is ultimately defeated by Gipsy Danger's nuclear reactor that burns through its chest, finally killing the kaiju. Category Unknown. Trespasser. Trespasser is the first kaiju to emerge from the breach. It unleashed destruction upon San Francisco, obliterating 3 cities in a 6-day rampage. Standing tall enough to rival the Golden Gate Bridge, Trespasser tore through the iconic structure. The thick, protective skin that withstood conventional military attacks required a combined effort of the US military and British Royal Air Force to bring it down. Trespasser is recognized by its bioluminous orange glow and its powerful clawed arms, marking the beginning of the kaiju terror. Hundun. 6 months after the Trespasser's attack, Hundun emerged from the breach and became the second kaiju to attack humanity. This monstrous creature rampaged through the Philippines, causing widespread devastation before being neutralized by a tactical nuclear strike. Hundun, with its distinctive crest and backward-facing prongs, terrorized the region before the Pan-Pacific Defense Corps had even formed, leaving an indelible mark on the early days of kaiju warfare. Kaisef. On June 1, 2014, Kaisef rose from the breach and targeted Cabo San Lucas. Despite military efforts to lure the kaiju away from the city, the plan failed, forcing the use of nuclear weaponry to defeat it. The blast not only killed Kaisef, but also rendered half the city uninhabitable. Its remains were later removed to an aircraft carrier, solidifying Kaisef's place in the tragic timeline of kaiju attacks. Seizure. Seizure, the 4th kaiju to attack, emerged in 2014 and made its way towards Sydney. This quadrupedal kaiju had large ear-like protrusions and a glowing bioluminous mouth. Military forces engaged Seizure for 3 days, ultimately luring it to Gargle National Park. Like its predecessors, Seizure was finally killed by nuclear weapons. Its design continues to appear in various Pacific Rim adaptations, highlighting its dragon-like appearance and devastating impact. Karloff. Karloff made landfall in Vancouver in 2015, becoming the 5th kaiju to attack Earth. Karloff was the first kaiju to be slain by a Jaeger, marking a turning point in humanity's defense. A thin, leathery creature with 2 sets of eyes, Karloff was met by the prototype Jaeger brawler Yukon, which fought fiercely to protect Vancouver. The kaiju was ultimately defeated with a blow to the face, forever earning its place as the first Jaeger kill. Reckoner. In 2016, Reckoner attacked Hong Kong, meeting its end at the hands of human defenders. However, the kaiju's death had lasting consequences. Its carcass contaminated the ground, and over the next 9 years, a small shanty town grew around its remains. Reckoner's skull was even transformed into a temple by a cult that worshipped the kaiju, a grim reminder of the creature's destructive legacy. Wraith. Wraith, emerging from the breach in 2018, made its way through the Okhotsk Sea before being intercepted by the Jaeger Cherno Alpha. In a fierce battle in November 2018, Wraith was defeated, proving once again the Jaeger's growing strength against these monstrous threats. Wraith's short-lived yet devastating journey remains part of the ongoing Pacific Rim story. Clawhook. Clawhook's assault on San Diego in 2019 was another pivotal battle in the Kaiju War. Emerging from the breach with a vengeance, Clawhook was eventually brought down by Gipsy Danger. Its swift defeat marked a critical victory in humanity's fight for survival. Atacon. In 2020, another behemoth emerged from the depths of the breach, Atacon. This colossal kaiju made landfall in Seoul in November 2020, spreading terror as it rampaged through the city. Cherno Alpha, one of the most formidable Jaegers, was deployed to face off against the kaiju. After a grueling confrontation, Atacon was ultimately defeated, bringing momentary relief to the beleaguered city. Salamander. The tropical paradise of Hawaii became the unfortunate battleground for Salamander's wrath, when this kaiju emerged in 2021 and posed a significant threat to the islands. The Pan-Pacific Defense Corps sent 2 Jaegers, Coyote Tango and Striker Eureka, to intercept the massive beast. The teamwork between the Jaegers was flawless, and after a fierce battle, they managed to defeat Salamander. Spine Jackal. In early 2022, the streets of Melbourne trembled under the attack of Spine Jackal. This vicious kaiju emerged from the breach in January 2022, wreaking havoc on the Australian city. Striker Eureka, renowned for its agility and power, was called to action. The battle was intense, but Striker Eureka's precision strikes ultimately prevailed, taking down Spine Jackal before further catastrophe could ensue. Thorax. Just a few months later, in July 2022, another kaiju, Thorax, made its way to the island of Mindanao in the Philippines. This battle proved to be another defining moment for Striker Eureka. Thorax's size and strength posed a formidable challenge, but the Jaeger, piloted by seasoned warriors, fought back with unrelenting force. After an intense struggle, Thorax was defeated, though not without leaving the island in a state of chaos. Insurrector. In 2024, the city of Los Angeles found itself under siege by the terrifying kaiju known as Insurrector. Emerging from the breach in July of 2024, this colossal creature wreaked havoc as it made its way through the metropolis, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Striker Eureka, now a seasoned Jaeger in combat, was deployed once again to face the challenge. In a battle that pushed both the Jaeger and its pilots to the limits, Insurrector was finally brought down. Bone Squid. The year 2024 saw another kaiju emerge from the depths, Bone Squid, a menacing creature that surfaced from the breach and set its sights on Port Moresby. The attack, which took place in July of 2024, left the city vulnerable to destruction, but Striker Eureka, in its relentless battle against the kaiju, was deployed again. The fierce battle between Eureka and Bone Squid ended with a hard-won victory for the Jaeger. Hound. Less than a month later, in August of 2024, the coastal city of Auckland became the next target of a kaiju assault. This time, the terror came in the form of Hound, another formidable monster from the breach. As Hound rampaged through Auckland, the call was made to Striker Eureka once more. With its unmatched agility and power, the Jaeger took on Hound in an intense battle that stretched across the city. Taranais. In September of 2024, the kaiju Taranais emerged from the breach. Taranais' appearance caused widespread panic, but Cherno Alpha, one of the most resilient Jaegers, was dispatched to face the monster. The battle was fierce, with Taranais proving to be a dangerous adversary. However, Cherno Alpha's sheer strength and durability won the day, and Taranais was brought down before it could inflict further harm. Arachnid. The kaiju threat seemed never-ending in 2024, with another attack coming on September 25th of that year. When Arachnid, a kaiju with a deadly spider-like appearance, emerged from the breach, its target was Brisbane, and this time Striker Eureka was again called upon to defend the city. The battle was swift but brutal, with Arachnid proving to be a challenge even for the seasoned Jaeger. However, Striker Eureka eventually won the day. Fiend. As Halloween approached in 2024, another kaiju threat loomed large, Fiend. This terrifying creature emerged from the breach on October 31st, 2024, targeting Acapulco with a devastating attack. Fiend's monstrous presence on the Day of the Dead added a chilling layer of horror to the holiday, but Striker Eureka, undeterred by the mounting challenges, was dispatched once again. In an epic showdown, Fiend was defeated. Baby Kaiju. Not all kaiju emerged fully formed from the breach. The baby kaiju was born from Otachi, one of the deadliest kaiju. While this young creature bore a resemblance to its mature counterpart, it was a premature offspring, with its translucent skin and underdeveloped features. Despite its fragile state, the baby kaiju was still massive, larger than 2 bull elephants. Though its appearance was brief, the baby kaiju remains a reminder of the endless evolution of the kaiju threat. Velocitor. Velocitor was a simulated kaiju in the Jaeger Academy. With its brutal strength, Velocitor seemed to gain the upper hand on Yancey and Raleigh Beckett's Jaeger, smashing it into a building and attacking the con pod, aiming to crush the head with its powerful jaws. but Raleigh quickly adapts, using the microwave bombarder of their Jaeger's nuclear reactor and burned the kaiju from the inside out, ultimately crushing its head in the final simulation showdown. Belobog. Belobog, another Jaeger Academy simulation kaiju, resembling a hybrid of a crustacean and insect. Its broad shell provides immense protection, and its short legs allowed unnerving speed. However, its deadliest feature is its tongue, capable of piercing a Jaeger's con pod in one swift hit. In a simulated battle, Yancey and Raleigh struggle to defeat it, ending the simulation after a lethal con pod strike, showcasing Belobog's dangerous capabilities. Meathead. Meathead, known for its striking green, red, and black appearance, featured 2 curved horns, 4 legs, and a 3-pincer tail. Though Meathead never appeared in the storyline, this kaiju's design, created by artists Alec Ross and Simon Lee, made a memorable appearance battling the Chinese Jaeger Horizon Brave in a stunning visual from Pacific Rim Tales from Year Zero. Hardship. Its hulking form, sharp, knife-like protrusions on its head, and bioluminescence glowing from its eyes and mouth and body make Hardship stand out as a truly fearsome kaiju, giving it a terrifying appearance. Like Leatherback, Hardship's attack style is aggressive, pouncing on its enemies and clutching them tightly. In an intense battle, Romeo Blue defeated Hardship after a night attack, bringing an end to its reign of terror. Hammerjaw. While Hammerjaw's full story remains largely a mystery, it has made an impression on the Pacific Rim universe, most notably as a tattoo on Newton Geisler's calf. Though initially believed to have attacked Cabo, Hammerjaw's true background remains shrouded in mystery. Itak. Itak's emergence from the breach in July 2016 brought chaos to Tokyo. This is a monstrous kaiju with 6 arms, 4 of which are deadly blade-like appendages. Its bioluminescent skeletal body and horned head made it a terrifying opponent. When the Jaeger Tacit Ronin arrived, Itak launched a devastating attack, damaging the Jaeger's nuclear reactor and its con pod shielding. In a final, desperate move, Tacit Ronin slashed Itak with enough force to split the kaiju in half, ending the battle. Non-canon kaiju. Hidoi. Hidoi is a kaiju that emerged from the breach in 2021. Hidoi attacked the bustling city of Bangkok in January 2021, unleashing chaos on the urban landscape. Crimson Typhoon, one of the most agile Jaegers, was deployed to stop the rampage, ultimately killing Hidoi. Despite its non-canon status, Hidoi's attack was a fierce and critical battle in the novelization's timeline. Tantalus. Another kaiju that emerged from the breach, Tantalus surfaced in 2022, bringing terror across the China Sea on September 7th. Much like Hidoi, the tale of Tantalus resides within the non-canon stories of the Pacific Rim universe. This kaiju posed a significant threat as it made its way across the waters, but once again, Crimson Typhoon proved its mettle. In a gripping face-off, the Jaeger successfully eliminated Tantalus. Biontal. In 2024, Biontal made its appearance from the breach. Though part of the non-canon mythology, Biontal's assault on Taipei in August 13, 2024 was no less thrilling in the Pacific Rim novelization. This kaiju, with its terrifying presence, wreaked havoc before Crimson Typhoon once again stood in defense. Biontal was taken down in a climactic battle. Tailsplitter. In November 2024, the kaiju Tailsplitter emerged from the breach. Its story, too, falls under the non-canon umbrella. Tailsplitter's distinct anatomy, hinted at by its name, allowed it to unleash unique threats upon the city. Once more, Crimson Typhoon was deployed and took down the kaiju, ending its reign of terror in an epic battle. Kojiyama. Another formidable kaiju, Kojiyama attacked the Bohai Sea in November 2024. This story introduces a tag team battle, with Crimson Typhoon and Striker Eureka joining forces to bring down the beast. The kaiju's assault was brief but intense as the 2 Jaegers coordinated to overpower Kojiyama. While this story, like the others, has been designated as non-canon, it provides a thrilling glimpse into the kind of teamwork and tactical coordinations that Jaegers can have. Pre-production. Himantura. Himantura is a unique kaiju concept that never made it into the final Pacific Rim film, described by concept artist Simon Lee as a cross between a stingray and a switchblade. Its ability to fold or expand its body gave it the appearance of being 3 creatures in one, making it one of the most alien-like kaiju ever conceptualized. Although this fascinating design never saw the light of day, it stands as an example of the creativity that goes into kaiju creation. Lee's inspiration came from bending aluminum, which reflected in the intricate, blade-like form of Himantura. And those were all the fearsome and powerful kaiju we've seen and read about. What are your thoughts? Which one's your favorite? Leave a comment below and let us know why. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these deep dives and strange lore. We'll see you in the next video.